What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTop.nl. My name is Max, and today we are taking you around this Audi RS4-R by ABT. It is a slightly tuned but heavily modified car with a lot of carbon fiber, wheels, suspension, anti-roll bars. There is quite a lot of hardware on it, but it is also quite expensive. So today we're going to find out what you get and what it feels like, what it drives like. And I mean, the looks, it's got those down. It looks freaking mean as hell. I really like the looks of it. This particular one in Navarro blue is for sale at JC Baarse. Go check it out if you are interested. And of course, big thanks for letting us check out this ABT today. Because I know that you guys love ABTs, and because there are only 50 of these RS4Rs, and well, there are a few different versions. So you've got an RS4-R, which is the pre-facelift tuning kit. They only made 50 of those. You've got the RS4S, which is the facelift, basically the same package, but on the facelift car. And then you've got the RS4 Plus package, which is a package you can buy for the RS4 pre-facelift, but incorporates all the facelift elements. But actually, the pre-facelift car is the one to have, if you ask me. Aesthetically speaking, that is, because you get a much larger carbon fiber splitter. So this massive thing runs all the way from the left to the right. And if you go for the facelift, it starts right here. And then you just have like this part basically. So this is much more aggressive. You also get these canards. You don't get those on the facelift model. You get like a little winglet that goes up on the side. And very nice grille surround as well. RS4R badge and an ABT logo right there. So yeah, this, especially this combined, that Navarro blue with the carbon fiber, looks super nice. Wheels 21-inch optionally. 295 section tire at the front. That is quite a wide tire in gloss black. And then behind that, Audi carbon ceramic brakes, which is very nice. Little side blade here as well with an ABT logo, some carbon fiber, carbon mirror caps. And then at the rear, a very nice diffuser. Apparently the facelift diffuser is also a little bit less aggressive. RS4R badge right there, and an exhaust that has been made by Remus, and definitely gives the RS4R a nice deep sound. Sounds a lot better than stock. Carbon tailpipes as well. Yeah, I have to say, ooh, magic. So you've got big boot as well. How did that happen? Okay. But yeah, it definitely looks very good, this generation RS4. Love these little side blades, although they don't do anything. They do give the car like a little bit of a wider look. As you can see, the body extends here and you have this like a little bit of a wide body actually, which I think looks super nice. It is a very handsome car, especially in this spec. Navarro blue, can't say it enough. Everyone who buys an Audi, buy it in this color. Well, not everyone, because then it won't be special anymore, but many people. All right. So, of course, you also get a power upgrade. As I said, anti-roll bars and suspension or lowering springs. Those are the hardware parts. And then you've got ABT power, as you can see. And you have two options, the regular power chip or the Power S chip. 510 horsepower or 530 horsepower. So this has the Power S chip, which costs like an extra 4,000 euros. And it goes from 510 to 530. You also get a bigger water pump and you get an extra radiator in the front somewhere for extra cooling. You also get 690 Newton meters of torque. Stock, of course, 450 horsepower, 600 Newton meters. So that is quite a healthy increase. 80 horsepower, 90 Newton meters. And that also means the 0 to 100 time goes from 4.1 to 3.8 seconds, which it actually does. We tested it and we did 3.8. So it's definitely performing on the 0 to 100 part. Other than that, we'll talk a bit about that later on. when we take it for a drive. So you've got all that carbon on the outside. I mean, this is the stuff that Abt knows very well. Then you've got the RS4-R logo on the door sill. You get an Abt logo in the door as well. So at night you have like an Abt logo right there. RS4-R floor mats. RS4-R on the seats. Abt logo. And you can also go for carbon covers for the seats, so both down here as well as the complete seat backs, but I think that is an extra like 3.5 grand. So yeah, that is quite expensive. We do have a carbon fiber shifter cover, gear lever, whatever, and some fake carbon trim here. I'm not sure, I don't know if you can get this in carbon as well at Abt. You might be able to get that as well. We do have an RS4-R little badge right there, 1 of 50. Beautiful Alcantara steering wheel as well with an RS logo. This is really nice. It's nice and thin, great shape. This is a very nice steering wheel. So we'll start it up. And it's definitely got a lot more fruity sound than stock. Now if we go and switch to comfort. So that is valves closed. Mostly engine sound with a little bit of a muted exhaust sound, and then dynamic opens the valves. With a little crackle as well, so that definitely improves the RS4. Now I think when this car came out, the first time we drove an RS5 and an RS4, I said, you know, this car needs a tune, it needs an exhaust, it just needs to be brought to life because it is a little bit too muted, a little bit too filtered stock. So let's find out if this Abt version is any good. And we are off. So we've got dynamic, let's go to manual for the gearbox as well. And we've got this gorgeous road. Unfortunately, no Autobahn today for insurance reasons, but let's just get this out of the way. We did manage to do a 100 to 200 measurement somewhere in Mexico, and it did a 9.31 seconds, which is not great. I mean, we've done a couple of other tuned RS4s. They did 8.91 with the same amount of power. So again, 4/10 off the pace, and it is just 0.6 of a second faster than a stock RS4, which did 9.95, and it did around the same time as a 2022 Audi RS3. A tuned RS4 did the same time as a stock 2022 RS3, so that is not great. Now let's do a 0 to 100. It's just the case with these Abts. I mean, they know how to make carbon fiber, but I feel like their tuning is just way too conservative. Ooh, nice rev limiter there. The sound is very nice. You've got this upshift fart, but the sound itself, it's definitely a lot more deep, and it just has a little bit more body. The stock car can feel a bit empty, a bit tin canish. This definitely sounds a lot better. And I have to say, I mean, the gearbox, again, response not great, but the shift is quick enough, and for daily driving, you know, an automatic is just way nicer. And I feel like that is basically what they have tried to do with this RS4. It is one of the most sporty Audis you can buy, but a stock RS4 never feels like on edge, or, you know, it never really tries to entice you to drive it hard. It is more like 80% and just, you know, cover ground. This Abt version definitely looks the part, and it definitely invites you a little bit more to have a little fun with it, because the suspension is a bit stiffer than the stock car. It sounds a hell of a lot better than the stock car. So there definitely is a lot to say for this. I just feel like it is a bit too expensive, because if you go somewhere else and get all these parts together, it won't cost you the like 40 to 50,000 euros it would take you to build one of these. So yeah, I'm not sure I see the value there, especially since the performance is just not that great. It is mainly that exterior, the looks. The thing looks so angry, and I think that gets a lot of people. I think that is why so many people gravitate towards Abt, is because they do look very cool, and their carbon fiber work is great, and you know, nothing to complain there. It's just power wise, I just wish it would be a bit more like the old school Abt, you know, the Abt that would put a supercharger on a VR6 engine, stuff like that. Feels too safe to me nowadays. But it is an improvement over the stock car, definitely. The guys over at JC Baarse actually also made one of those RS4 Plus cars. So you have to buy like the package, you get like a kit, RS4 Plus kit, and then you get a donor car, you get like a base car, and then you install all the stuff on that car. And they actually got a red one, a very cool car, and they then installed all the stuff on it. That car also has the carbon back seats, I think. They actually made a video about that, so if you're interested in checking out how that works and what they had to do to install all that, including the extra water cooler and the radiator and stuff like that. So handling wise, does the Abt version make a difference? Well, it does. It's definitely a little bit. So now that we've established that both sound wise and looks wise it definitely improves upon the stock car, how does it compare handling wise? Well, you definitely feel that it's a lot more stiff. The balance, in essence, the balance of this RS4 is not bad. It's a lot more neutral than the car that came before it. It's got quite a grippy front end. And the fact that it's a little bit stiffer just makes the car feel like it turns around you a little bit better. So that is definitely an improvement as well. But, you know, mainly 2 out of 3, I would say. Handling a bit better, but it's mainly the looks and the exhaust. That is why you should go for this RS4-R. Now, that is it for this review. Short but sweet. As I said, this car is for sale at JC Baarse, so go check them out. I'll put a link in the description to this car. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video or this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.